Alright guys, so the purpose of this video is just to go over the homework from Wednesday night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of talk you through it while you're going to be looking at pretty much pictures of my work as of how to do it. So if we look at the first one, we've got this rectangular prism, so that box shape, and we've got a measurement across the front of 18 centimeters, a measurement on that right side of 8, and then that depth or whatever measurement you want to call it, that's 16. Now, since this is a rectangular prism, there's really not a lot of thinking here. We are just going to take those three measurements and multiply them together. So we've got 8 times 16 times 18, and that gives us 2,304 centimeters cubed. And just remember that it's centimeters cubed because we are doing volume now. And then if we look at number 2, it's pretty much the same thing because, again, it's a rectangular prism. So we're going to take 8 times 6 times 2. So that will give us 96, in this case, feet cubed. And then if we look at the triangular prisms, now in these examples, they kind of throw in some information that isn't necessarily needed. So if we want to do the method like we did on the notes, we need to find the area of one of those triangular bases first. So we kind of need to pick out which three of these four pieces of information are actually useful for us. So the 5 meters describes the height of the triangle face. The 12 meters describes the base of the triangle face. The 3 meters describes the height or depth of that prism. The 13 meters, which is the slant height of that triangle face, that actually doesn't have any use for us in this problem. If we were finding surface area or some other things like that, we would want it. But in the case of just the volume of this shape, we don't need it. So we can just ignore the 13. So we're going to start by finding the area of our triangle face. So we're going to take 1/2 times our base, which is 12, and the height of our face, which is 5. So when we crunch that out, that comes out to about 30. So now we know the area of the triangle face is 30 meters squared. So now we just need to multiply by the height, so in our case 3 meters. So that means that our volume of the prism is going to be 90 meters cubed. And then in number 4 here, again, that 34 is kind of just distractor information. So our 16 describes the height of our triangle face, 30 describes the base of the triangle face, and 22 is the depth or height of our triangular prism. So we'll start by finding the area of our face. So 1/2 times our base, which is 30, times our height, which is 16. So it looks like the area of the triangle face is going to be 240 inches squared. And then we're just going to take that and multiply it by the height of 22 inches. And that will give us 5,280 inches squared.